Hey, good morning, guys. It's Ryan here. I want to talk today about, something personal and something that everybody experiences, and I'm sure it's maybe a little worse in these times is anxiety, depression, um, panic attacks. So I'm sure everybody knows or knows somebody who has anxiety, but the issue is that a lot of people don't talk about it. So we were lucky enough, or I was lucky enough last year to do a post on LinkedIn. I believe it was last year, and about anxiety and business people, and got a huge response from people who have it. Um, I know a lot of people around me who have it. I have it. I've had it for, geez, probably 20 years. So I'm going to talk today about what has worked for me, not what could work for you, or all the other things that you can do. I'm going to talk about just my experience with it and how I deal with it, and face it. And then I'm going to give you some recommendations on what to do. So, what is anxiety? I'm going to talk about anxiety and panic attacks. I don't really have any experience with depression, so I'm not going to get into that. Some people feel they're all kind of connected, so hopefully maybe there's something in here that can help you guys out with that as well. Um, my anxiety started, I think, when I was, not that I think I know, when I was 17. I was in the mall. I was in the Palmer Park Mall. I can remember exactly what I was wearing, and I remember the feeling. It was a feeling of this huge hot rush, all over my body. So, didn't know what it was. Didn't say right away, oh, it's an anxiety attack. No idea. Happened, went outside, cooled off, was all good. But here's what happens with anxiety is that you start to fear the fear. So go back to the mall, your mind starts thinking, oh my gosh, this is where I had an anxiety attack before. Let's have another one. So you have another one. Now all of a sudden you're afraid to go to the mall. So uh, that wasn't the case then because I still didn't know what it was. They went away. These come and go. They're going to go in waves. It's going to come up. You're going to have them, and they're going to go away for a little bit, and they're going to come back stronger, softer, harder. Um, a couple years later, it started happening again, and would get worse and worse into they would start to have a panic attack, kind of like if you're ever in a fight or a dog's coming at you and it looks like it's going to bite you, or you're afraid. That's the feeling you get, just magnified. So in normal instances, it's not a big deal. Hey, there's a dog coming after me. I need to run, or I need to be afraid, or I'm going to be in a fight. Hey, I need to be ready. So your body starts getting ready. Your pulse rate gets up. You might start sweating. Blood starts flowing. Normal feeling at those times, so it's not alarming to you. When you're laying in bed or you're in the car driving and you get that feeling, it feels like the end of the world, right? I'm sure you all have these same feelings. Um, so at those times, you panic or you have an immense anxiety attack. You can't breathe, you hyperventilate, you're sweating, you feel like you're having a heart attack. You don't know what to do, you can't breathe. It manifests in different ways for different people. So initially, when they start happening, everybody freaks out. You might go to the hospital. Hey, something's wrong with me. I'm in the hospital. They don't find anything wrong with you ever. There's nothing wrong with you, because there is nothing wrong with you. So you go take care of that. Maybe they give you some medicine. So that's where it starts. So you start taking medicine. Maybe they give you some Xanax or whatever other medicine to kind of quell these feelings. Now that medicine is only going to subdue them. The issue's still there, whatever the issue may be. Um, some people have had great success with medications. Other people have not. Some people are in the middle. Um, I'm in the case where I don't want to take medication, so I don't take anything like a Xanax or any kind of emergency things. Even though I might have them with me, or I do have them with me, they're in my lunchbox. I haven't taken one probably in, I don't even know, 5, 6 years. Not to say I haven't tried everything else. I've tried everything. I've tried all the medications. I've tried relaxation techniques. I've tried hypnotizing. I've tried exercising. I've tried drinking a lot of water. I've tried positive thoughts. Now, in itself, these things are not effective, but in a big combination with each other and thinking the right way, and I'm going to get into that, how to solve this. And I said solve this. This is what you have to do. They can definitely help you out. So, yes, number one, you want to drink a lot of water. Water is great. You don't want to be drinking coffee all day, even though you see, I still drink caffeine. Probably if I would stop caffeine, I'd be a little better off, but I'm not giving everything up. Lots of water. Get some exercise. Exercise is so super critical to take care of these things. It releases a lot of that energy that you have spent up, a lot of that adrenaline you can burn up. And I'm not talking in scientific terms here, so if I'm saying something wrong, I'm just talking in my experience again. Go for a walk. Go for a walk and enjoy the scenery when you're out there walking. You don't have to walk 10 miles to help yourself. You can walk, you can clear your mind. One thing that really helps in the morning is journaling. And the reason journaling works is it gets all those thoughts out of your head that are running all day long, puts them down on paper. I use my iPad. It's just get up in the morning right away and just start writing everything that's in your head. It might not even mean anything, but it gets it out. Deep breathing, relaxation. Again, it's not going to solve this for you. And we're not going to do this when you have an anxiety attack. I'm going to get into that. But it helps. I still do it. You just take a break from the day and do it. I mean, you can't be working all day long anyway. You can do it in your car. You can do it in the bed. You can do it wherever you are. There's some great things on YouTube. There's a great app I'm going to get into to help you guys out. Just do it. I guess anxiety can be hereditary. So, watch out for the other people around you. It's not going to kill you is the one major thing you need to know. Anxiety is not going to kill you. People around you have it. Even if they don't tell you they have it, they have it. So, again, anxiety is the fear of the fear. You're afraid of that feeling of being afraid. Here's how to solve it. So, years ago, I read a book, and I've tried everything again. You can go down the list, and you can give me all your recommendations below, but I'm sure I've tried them. Read a book called Panic Away by Barry McDonough. You can find him on YouTube. You can find his book. You can buy the book. It's very inexpensive. I'm telling you, it's highly worth it. It was a different approach. So the whole approach is, and I'm going to tell you, the app is called the htere app. You can get it on, I have it on Android. It's on the iPad. There's a lot of free content on there. You don't have to pay for it, although it's worth it if you do. It's very inexpensive. They have breathing exercises. They have relaxation techniques you can go through. But the key to this is to accept it. Just know that you have them. Don't be afraid of them. There's a definite technique. I'm not going to go through the whole technique because that's what they sell. But the basic technique is to let yourself have them. And now here's the hard part. When you're having them, you need to ask for more. If you can't breathe, ask for even more not being able to breathe. If your heart's racing, ask for more. The switch in your brain switches this off, and your body triggers the relaxation. So if you're not afraid of that feeling, which is a normal feeling when you should have that feeling, and you can have it now and not be afraid that you're lying in bed and you're hyperventilating and can't breathe and sweating. I know it's a horrible feeling. I get it. You have to ask for more. You have to, throughout the day, when you're perfectly fine, like right now, say, hey, I want an anxiety attack. Give me one right now. You can't do it. You cannot bring that attack on. It can't happen. Beg for more. When you're in that elevator, I can tell you exactly where they happen for me. You walk in the elevator doors close, bam, that's a trigger. Could be. You're driving and you get stuck in traffic. You start thinking it's crazy. You start thinking that, I'm trapped in traffic. I can't get out. I'm stuck. It's a trigger. Um, they're probably my two main ones. But at that time, you know, read the book, ask for more. It's not going to take long for this to work for you. You have to keep actually checking in on. Here's the only issue for me is I feel good for a while and then I won't check in on the app or I won't check the book. And then here comes another one and you hadn't been expecting it and it kind of hits you for a loop. So it knocks you back a little bit. But it's the htere app. I'm going to find it for you guys right now. It's definitely on the on Apple. It's on Google. And the website is htheresponse.com by Barry McDonough. I'm trying to get him on our podcast and do an interview with him because I think he can surely explain this a lot better than me. And maybe one day I'll just do a whole podcast about this. But there's just so much information on it. I'm looking at the app right now. I know it's free because I don't pay for it. I use the free resources on it. I use it every day. There's a 10-minute meditation on it. That's awesome. Just take the time for yourself. Know that other people have it, and ask for them. That sounds crazy, but don't be afraid of them all day. If you're a bundle of nerves all day, thinking, "Oh, I'm going to have a panic attack. I'm going to have an anxiety attack," that's when they happen. So let them go. Let them have them. I'd like to hear your comments below if you have them. Just let other people know that you do have them. It makes people feel better. I'm telling you, to have somebody in the title of a business owner or entrepreneur or anything like that who has anxiety attacks, if you can let your people know that you do have them, it's freeing. It helps free your mind. Because sometimes people will think that you're just nasty and angry and moody. And in reality, you're having anxiety attacks and you're having some issues personally. It's nothing to be, ashamed of. You're not crazy. It's not psychological. It's you've trained yourself to have these. So let's untrain ourselves.